welcome. Glad you're here today. Thank you for finding your space on the park bench. I'd like to talk just a little bit about what we're doing here specifically and what Jim and I have been kind of working together to create for all of you. We've got so much going on the planet right now. We've got this happening over here and this crazy thing's taking place over here. It's real easy for all of us to get really wrapped up in all these details and all the things that are taking place. But yet, which ones actually exist in the higher vibrations? If we were to step completely into the fifth dimension, how much of that would actually be there? The reality is very little of it. Those things don't quite exist in the same way in the fifth dimension. So what we're determined to do here is to create a fifth dimensional space for you to experience. That's the purpose of what we've been doing. That's what I've been setting up with the activations and the visual journeys that we've been sending you on so far in this series. And it's been a real joy to be able to do that. The groups led me through what they wanted to do, how they wanted to frame it, how to work with it. And of course, I've talked with Jim to be able to make sure that we're coordinating these things. But before we start today into that, I did want to spend just a little time talking about what our intent is and what we're doing. You see, with all these crazy things going on the planet, it's real easy to get stuck here in the third dimension. So if we create this higher space and we're able to bring people up into this higher space, even just for, 20, 30 minutes, an hour, to be able to experience that a little bit, what happens is you're electromagnetic beings and you become imprinted with that energy. So even if you go back into your third dimensional world after that, you carry a little bit of that with you. And that is how we anchor the fifth dimension and how we actually anchor a lot of the tools that we're trying to be working with to step into this higher vibration. So with that, what we're going to be doing here, and the way that I've been doing things will change a little bit going forward, but today we're going to take you on another visual journey. We've been providing some of these visual journeys for you to kind of look at if you wish to. And I will tell you that if you're new here, welcome. You're welcome to experience this with your eyes closed, which is probably more exciting than with your eyes open. But we've also prepared some videos for many of you. And of course, this is a recording. It's going to be recorded as it's being broadcast. So you will be able to come back here and watch this the other way. So if you want to close your eyes the first time, or if you get what you get, you get what you need out of it, then that's perfect. So there's no judgment about it one way or the other. We offer both. In the future, we're going to be moving a little bit deeper into the material and a little bit deeper into this reality that we are creating. I'll talk just a moment more about that because it's really a critical part. The group continually talks to us about being creator beings. And those things that we can hold between our head and our heart, we manifest. So we're basically giving you some of the head idea of what this looks like. That's basically what we're doing here in Park Bench. And you know what? If you fall in love with it, you'll create it in your world, at least a little bit. And every time you go back into your daily tasks or your 3D world or whatever it is you're wrestling with out there, we're all doing that. The reality is you take a little bit of this higher vibration with you. That's how we change the world. And in these times where we may seem to be less powerful, we may seem to be like everything is taking over and we're just kind of being here, being run over. The reality is we have a much higher vibration that we can live in, where a lot of this stuff either doesn't exist or doesn't really matter. So we're going to pay very close attention to where we put our attention, just like Jim talked about in the last one, to be able to focus that intention because we're creator beings. And we hope to give you, during this journey today, some new ideas about your path, about where you might want to go in the future. The group talks a lot about your path, about being there. They talk some very interesting things about it. They say, number one, we're always looking for the path of least resistance. And most of the time, we never find it, which is perfect. Because if we did, we'd shortcut all the life lessons and not be able to learn anything, not be able to learn the things that we set up for ourselves on the other side of the veil before we even came in. So with all these attributes in place, with this new energy that we're reaching for, that is what we're creating. Now, there's all kinds of names for it. Previously in our work, we called it the Eseoto. We were consciously creating a space that we could go to that would be sacred space. Same thing here. So whatever words you use or whatever teacher you may have been following, the reality is there's some word for this because this is a universal truth. This is an interim step between dimensions. And although many people previously have reached heightened levels of spirituality to where they're able to reach up and touch that once in a while, the reality is most people do not live up there. We're talking about actually living up there and bringing parts of it here. So that is the reason behind what Jim and I are doing. At least we wanted to kind of bring this together too, to share with you that that's really what we're doing here, is trying to create this fifth dimensional space where things are different. Physics is a little bit different. The same way it seems to be a little bit different inside the atom as it does outside the atom. There's so much of that that we're starting to learn as we step forward into this whole new reality. So welcome today, everybody. I'm glad you're here. Take a couple breaths. I'm going to lead you through something that we typically only do in our Light Master courses, but I think I did it last time, but I didn't have the visual aids. Today I've got a visual aid. What I'd like you to do first is simply take some very deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Excellent. Just release those worry lines on your forehead too. Here we go. In and blow it out gently. Which feels better, the in or the out breath? In and out. A couple more real quick. In and out. In and out. We've been oxygenating your blood. That's what this is for, to try and reach that, because now we're going to do the breath exercise. This next exercise is aimed at triggering your vagus nerve. We'll talk more about the vagus nerve. It's the nerve that runs right down here on both sides, runs to 6 of the 7 chakras in your body. You're basically controlled by the vagus nerves. A lot to that. You'll feel that. That is the aspect that we'll learn a lot more about as we anchor our fifth dimensional bodies. More things start to become prevalent, the pineal gland, many other aspects that we'll be working with in the fifth dimension that some have been known about for centuries, but they activate into a whole different area in this level. So we're going to work with that. We're going to play with that today. Today we're going to take you a little bit on the path. As we mentioned, the path is entirely up to you. We can take the path of least resistance. You can find the path with the most joy. You can find the path that makes you laugh. There's every path in the world possible. The idea of today is to show you that you have choice in what path you take. And what the group continually says about this is, if at any moment you are unhappy with where you are and what you have created, dare to choose again. You have that capability. And you know what? If we all choose to step up into this higher vibration, we are creator beings, ladies and gentlemen. We will create it. Very simple. Now I welcome you. Join me as we go on a little journey together. I'll do a little bit of the breathing exercises to show you. But basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to take a couple deep breaths in a moment, but you're going to take 4 deep breaths in, all the way in, fill your lungs. Then you're going to pause for 2. You're going to take 8 out, very slow out, but blow everything out. Pause for 2, back in with 4, pause 2, out with 8. There's a little counter that you'll see on this screen, so you won't have to worry too much about it. It'll lead you through it. But that's kind of the idea of what we're going to be doing here right now. So go ahead and just take some deep breaths. Oh, hang on, wrong one. There we go. Okay, just take some deep breaths, and once again, oxygenate your blood. Just go ahead and let it clear out. Excellent. Good. All right, now breathe out and just start to let all of it out this time. Here we go. As soon as you see it, there it is, out. Good. 2, 3, 4, pause, pause, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pause, pause, in. 2, 3, 4. You get the idea. Just keep breathing. Follow along as best you can. Blow all that energy out as you're releasing it, all of it. And clean in with brand new, refreshing energy, filling your being all the way up. Out, clear out all the negativity, all the resistance, all the old belief systems. And in, fill that new space. Fill it with light, fill it with love. And out. Once again, squeeze out all the negativity that you've got. Just release it. Beautiful, all of it. And back in. Pause, pause. 2, 3, 4. Keep moving. Blow it all out. There you go. You're cleansing your blood as you do this and activating your vagus nerve. Feel it. Stop breathing. Just bring yourself to the stillness. You got plenty of oxygen in your blood. Feel your spirit move forward, even closer behind your eyes. That's it. What would it be like? You're welcome to breathe anytime you wish. What would it be like to walk around your planet like this? With your spirit seeing everything, not hiding behind a bodysuit. What would it be like if you took every step along the path and you decided the path wasn't really important? Maybe you just enjoyed making the path? That maybe the path doesn't even show up until your foot's just about to hit the ground? Take a breath. Good. Let all the energy in. Excellent. That's what we're going to do during the very short time that we have together. Let's walk together with the spirit all the way up front. With our spirit looking out every part of our being and our body. Let your eyes shine, let your smile on your face. You know what happens when you smile really big? The vagus nerve right behind your ears lights up and just tingles your whole body. It's incredible, incredible. Good. Now you're getting the idea. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go on a little journey. We'll take you on a visual journey as well as a traditional journey to be able to take you through a lot of what's taking place here to enjoy this life and this connection. The reality is you're going to see a lot of energy now moving forward in different ways. Take it, find your seat on the park bench. Allow us all to hold hands for just a moment, energetically, because we're about to take a little journey into the fifth dimension. Smile, fill your heart full of joy. Allow yourself to be in that place of total peace where you're not worried about anything. You can see the larger aspect of everything from this position here, knowing that everything's fine and as it should be. Enjoy the journey, dear ones. Let it begin. The path in front of you. Is it one you created or is it one you follow? Does it make a difference? Can you remember where you are going in this very moment? Take a breath. Allow it to be all around you now. Feel that connection coming in as your spirit guides now gather behind you. Greetings, dear ones. We journey with you this day. Take you on a journey of light. For those of you looking for your path. Yes, there are some of you that will create your own. There are some of you which will find the path of least resistance. There are some of you which will find the path by following the light. The magician in you is here now. Stretch out. Feel what it's like to be home. There is no judgment here in this space. In this space, you can walk into a bubble of joy and stay there as long as your heart desires. In this space, there is laughter. There is connection on a very deep heart level. Take a breath. Anchor this light in your being for just a moment. Get comfortable on the park bench and allow yourself to stretch out into the fifth dimension. Now take a breath, breathe in. Clear the energy, all the remaining thoughts that are with you. And allow us to step up together and take a bit of a journey into the woods, to connect, to play with Mother Nature, to feel all around you. Feel the warmth of this sacred space now in front of you. Feel the protection of all the trees, all the connections there waiting for you. The light from home can be seen when you smile. Share it often, dear ones. Know that you are on a search for beauty every step of the way, for that is what anchors home, our side of the veil, into yours. That's what creates the magic that you seek wherever you look. The challenge is you cannot see the mirror in front of you. For you are the magicians of the game board. You are the ones, dear ones, that have set this up. And now you step forward and you play. And you elevate yourself. Well, then comes the question, well, are you just running away from the problems? Turning your back on them when you could be solving them? And doing that even by stepping into this higher vibration. The reality is, it's very difficult to solve a problem on the same level of vibration that it was created on. So by stepping into a higher vibration, it's much easier to See all problems in life. Do that right now. Know that this park bench is now moved. These vibrations are on a different level. We invite you to look at some of your own challenges with a different light. And now breathe. The energy in front of you is magical. Your spirit is leading the way. Feel your spirit up front with every step. Even as you step off the path, the grass beneath your feet does not crush and die. It grows healthier because you walked upon it. Place yourself in that intimate harmony with everything around you here. In the higher vibrations of the new planet Earth, this beauty still exists. In fact, it becomes more important as you move through the different levels. You'll be anchoring much of this in the years to come, dear ones. The reality is, you're just getting started. Watch as much of this begins to unfold in very magical ways. You'll start to see things in a new light and a new energy. Take a breath. Breathe deep, continue down the path. The experiences that you will find at each turn, filled with joy, laughter, all of them in the higher vibrations of the new planet Earth. Allow yourself to move through that now. Feel the light gathering all around you, and the beautiful connections that you have. Now feel your heart energy opening wide and beaming out a magnetic ray of love. Breathe. You're starting to gain a sense of purpose, an idea of who you are now. There are things to do. They start to manifest as the path unfolds before you. It never goes any place that you don't really want to go. For you see, dear ones, you laid it down. So although there'll be twists and there'll be turns, and there will be hills, know that there is something to gain at each and every step. And as you are in the higher vibrations of the fifth dimension, it's not necessary for you to attach yourself to all the low vibrational workings that you've evolved beyond. Yes, you will see them. Yes, sometimes they will intercede into your world and affect you in some ways. But what we ask is that you not attach yourself to them. Choose your thoughts, choose your belief systems, Choose your words carefully, for they create your reality. Even as you hold them deep in your heart, when you balance them by looking at them into your brain, they manifest very quickly. Feel the smile coming to your face, pulling you all the way in the other direction, lighting up the vagus nerve all the way into your body. Feel that charge of light right now. Take a breath. There is more to see than you can imagine. So many possibilities. The reality is most cannot see more than the next stone ahead of them. Some try to look way down the path, but the reality is you only have this moment now. Are you comfortable? Is your spirit happy? Is your physical body being taken care of? This is a moment of perfection. This is where you meet your spirit. Take another deep breath and allow it to come forward in you again. Allow your eyes to get bright. We have mentioned many times, dear ones, the 80-20 rule, that you are roughly 80% physical, with 20% of your spirit leaking out from time to time. Change that right now. Feel what it would be like to walk around with your spirit on the outside. You would feel these trees that you pass. You would know what they were thinking. You would have awareness. Take that on right now. Own it. Try it on and feel what it feels like. Allow that to just envelop you. You start to become aware of all the connections and the interconnectedness of everything, everywhere. It's a magical time to be alive, dear ones. You are, in fact, the magicians of the game board. You're working through new energies now to create a new game, a new way of interacting in the world around you. And the path is always there. You will create the most magical paths for yourself with very little effort. They will show up through your intent. But there are shortcuts in the fifth dimension. So just breathe for a moment and take a look around you. Just feel the light as you master this place in front of you. Not to control it, but to simply become aware of it all. Interconnect yourself with every step you're taking on this path, and you will have created magic beyond your wildest dreams with just the next step. Dare to do it often. Know that you can create this on every move. And you'll start to release some of the old energies, the old belief systems that would hold you back. So breathe and take in the light. The beach in front of you is at sunset. Feel that beautiful energy in the salt air as the waves crash against the rocks. Make this incredible sound in the fifth dimension. Feel yourself rising up, journeying over the whole thing. Feel the magic that you're starting to unveil with yourself. The ability to manifest the apple in front of you. The capabilities that you only thought of as magic. Now that you're in a higher vibration and connected in this way, you can see that you're not really creating anything. What you're doing is harmonizing. You're bringing together the atoms of this and the protons of this, and add a few proteins and a few biologics, and you create something fairly magical. You are creator beings, dear ones. You've done this before. As we teach you these techniques, we're really not teaching you anything. We're helping you to remember the path that you've already chosen, the places you've already been, you've already scoped out. There are times when you'll run ahead because you know what's around the next corner and you can't wait. It's all about enjoying the journey, enjoying the ride, if you will. And feel the tranquility in this sacred space. And simply breathe it in. Allow it to envelope you and to nurture you. And allow it to reset your physical body and any stresses that you've hidden. Open your heart's heart. Dare to bring those dreams in front of you. Take a breath. You can hear the sounds of the forest in the background. You can almost hear the crickets, and the rustling of the leaves beneath your feet as you walk. Allow yourself to be in full harmony with the forest first. These are the easy places for you to harmonize. Each and every one of you are empaths, dear ones, probably beyond your understanding. You have sensitivity levels that you have brought in intentionally. They allow you to tap into another very quickly. So as you commence with your own healing and your own teachings, it becomes very helpful to have those tools. And yet at times they cause stress, because you believe them to be aimed at you. You believe them to be part of some affront in some way. They're not. Just breathe. In those times, dear ones, when you find yourself defending yourself, when you find yourself in the fight or flight mode, take a breath. That is a reaction of your vagus nerve itself. And as the spirit evolves, dear ones, your vagus nerve will grow. It is very much like a muscle in many ways, although it is a nerve. The reality is it improves every time you use it. Every time you feel something. Every time you feel that deep connection, how does one practice their vagus nerve? Meditation, prayer, going inward, sitting on a park bench. That's how it's done. And as you exercise this, dear ones, as you move back into your daily world with all the challenges that surmount around you, you'll find you have new vision, new tools, new ways of looking at things in general. Lots of capabilities up front. Just breathe. Allow your magic to surface. It is time. You've walked this path before, dear ones. Take your time. Let us help you remember who you truly are. For we are in the presence of grace, of beauty. Welcome home, dear ones. Welcome home. The time is right to connect in any way possible as these new openings are taking place. There are portals on planet Earth right now that are opening up that you can be there for. They're very easy to access in the higher vibrations. In fact, you'll become aware of them. Rejoice with these, dear ones. There's so much energy that you can be working with, so much fun you can enjoy as these things start to anchor in your world in different ways. You'll find ways of bringing it through and following the path, because you're creating a new path every time that you open up. Balance it between your head and your heart and watch what happens. Take a breath. Release it very slowly. Good. Another. Beautiful. The path is open. You are home. You found the majesty. You found the magic. Now, if at any moment you are unhappy with that which you have created, dare to choose again. And as you watch the majesty around you, the magic that abounds in every place, you can start to understand the creation behind it. You were there at the very beginning. So take a breath and let us help you remember. Let us help you to anchor that light again. For you wanted to be here during these times. It was critical to you. One thing that you wanted above all was to be there in the moment that planet Earth started to make a move. Started to be able to carry the higher vibrations of spirit as you walk in a physical body every moment of every day. But to allow more of the spirit to come through than the physicality. Allow yourself to soar much closer to home than planet Earth. Take it all in. Feel the wonder, the magic of all of it. And you are there to watch. You made it. Your space was reserved. Your name has been on this part of the park bench for a long, long time. Welcome home. Now look around you with your mind's eye. See all those all around the world that are sitting on this park bench with you. And as you make eye contact from one side to the other, you smile. You light up that vagus nerve. You light up the potential of all that you are and let that spirit roam freely through the physical body. Energetically reach out both of your hands as we create a large circle throughout the planet. Feel the energy moving in through your right hand and out through your left. Feel it moving across your heart and imprinting you with the most magical, beautiful energy of the ages. Feel it helping you and reviving you, bringing you back into joy, bringing into beauty. Good. Now take 3 deep breaths in and out. In and out. One more in and blow it out forcefully. Excellent. Walk with your spirit for a moment. Let spirit lead the way. Feel what it's like to be in harmony with your higher self every moment of every day. The deepest of meditations, the deepest of thoughts are with you every step of the way. Such is the state of the 5th dimension and where you are right now. Feel it anchor. Feel yourself claiming a spot in this sacred space. You're leaving an energy imprint right here. It will allow you to return to this energy, to this same spot, as many times as you wish. Use it in times of stress. Use it in times of worry. Use it in times where you cannot remember your magic. We will hold this space for you and guard it. For you are the sacred angels that have dared to take off your wings to play the game of pretending to be human. Welcome home. Feel the light as it starts to come in through the top of your head, works its way through your physical being, and allows you to meld with everything around you. Every breath that you're taking now takes you even to a higher space. Feel yourself moving. Feel the constant work that you can do, the ease of movement. All you need to do is focus on something. For you are creator beings. When you look at something and balance it between your head and your heart, you will manifest it. Many times our work is only about holding things up for you to manifest. ideas that you can create. Take a breath. Feel the power of that creation. It knows no bounds other than the limitations that your doubt places upon it. Take a breath. In time, you will learn how to move through space, through time, through the muck and mire of humanity, to be where you wish to be in a moment's notice, many times without the need for a path. For as you move in a higher vibration, dear ones, you have less drain on the lower vibration of the physical body and all that it brings. There's a freedom to working in this energy, to where you don't have to drag all of that through anymore. It allows longevity to extend tremendously in the days ahead. Yes, there are challenges up ahead. There are challenges right in front of you as a society. And yet you'll move through them because you step into this higher vibration and experience it. Once you are in it, you are imprinted with that electromagnetic signature that harmonizes with your signature vibration, in particular, your unique signature vibration. It's like you're part of a family. You are. You are the greatest angels that have ever lived. Take a breath. There are opportunities all around you. As you walk through life, you will have a purpose. You will have a gait. You will have a rhythm of intent that sets you apart from many. Not that you are better by any stretch of the imagination, but simply that your spirit knows where it's going. Breathe and take it all in. Do you know who you are? And so it is. Take the energy of this light and move forward with it. Bring these parts of the fifth dimensional reality and the joy that you can live in all the time. Anchor it in this space to where the smile on your face remains permanent. And you carry it with you and you pass it on to every being that you see, whether you're smiling or not. You can send out this incredible energy and touch lives all around you. That allows you to live in an empowered society. That's how you create it, by empowering those around you. Share your joys. Share the park bench with them if you wish. But know that you can help each other and you're never alone. You're on a path all the time, dear ones, and that path can change. You can shift it at any moment and change it. And many times when you look back, you will never regret the change. Even if it turned to be a very negative change, the reality is you know you had to go down there for a reason. Allow yourself to simply enjoy the journey. It allows you to skip down the path rather than trudge up the hill, not waiting to see what's around the next corner. Let the anticipation of this light carry with you everywhere that you go. The path that you create is your own. It is unique. There are many options. None of them are right or wrong. In the fifth dimension, there is triality versus duality. There's always a third leg. Look for it. Know that as you find your path and you feel the joy and the beauty, that place that refreshes you, know that you're creating home right there on your side of the veil. Perfect. Anchor it, bring it home. Feel alive and fall in love. Enjoy the journey, dear ones. We now begin to return you to where you began this journey. Every breath that you bring into your body at this point is going to bring more awareness. If your eyes have been closed, allow them to open very, very slowly, bringing in one small ray of light at a time while your being adjusts to the magic now in front of you. There's much more to go. We're just getting started. As you experience this, even in small increments, dear ones, you are imprinted. Carry that energy back with you. Let it out whenever possible. When you see a low third dimensional problem going on, step above it. Rise up. Let go of the attachment and then look at it. You'll see it from a totally different perspective. One where you can make choices. And if ever you are unhappy with where you are, dare to choose again. You are the greatest angels that have ever lived. We are proud to be in your presence. So the greatest of honor, we ask you to treat each other with respect. Nurture one another at every opportunity and play well together as you create this magical time together on the new earth. Welcome home, everybody. We are the group of 9, and we are complete. Aspavo.